Hi everyone, welcome back to Liz Sews. I have another kit spotlight for you today, and this kit comes from Bra Builders. So this is featuring this really cute bamboo print with these like little dancing Santa Clauses on it. Santa Clauses or gnomes or elves, I don't know what they are, but they're cute and they make me smile. I think this is just such a lovely print. It's actually the first time I've worked with Bra Builders bamboo prints. I've worked with sort of like viscose bamboo in the past before from Emerald Erin, but this is the first time I've worked with it from Bra Builders. And of course, she gets all of these prints custom made, so you can't really get them anywhere else. You have to get them from Bra Builders. So that's a kind of interesting thing to know. It is a really lightweight material. You can see here. As I stretch it, it has a lot of nice drape and movement to it. Be aware, I used it in some underwear. If it has to stretch too much, it does get a little bit see-through, so you can sort of like see my fingers underneath there. You can see my nail. So that's just one thing to be aware of. So when I was working with this print, I decided to back everything in sheer cup lining, and I chose Midnight to go with it. So even though that this is a white background or backside to the print, I chose Midnight lining to go with it, and that sort of like to help get me that opacity, and it also keeps to make sure that it doesn't like stretch too far so you start getting see-through or stuff like that. So this kit comes with two color choice options. You can do Midnight, as I've already said, which is Bra Builders black findings, and you can see that Midnight is a really true black, whereas the background on this, I might even say that is a really deep charcoal color, so it's not exactly black, but I do think that the black findings go well with it. The other option is Flame, and Flame is sort of like your true sort of tomato red. So yeah, I think the Flame option goes really well, and it sort of picks up all the colors of their hats and stuff like that. You could also probably use Frost or their white colorway. That would look good too, but these are the two options that I think that she's going to be selling them with, is Flame and Midnight. So in terms of the materials, I'm not going to go too in-depth into them just because we're looking at Midnight, which is a true black. It's her standard black. I believe these come already black, so these aren't things that have to be dyed. So I have some Power Net here, just medium weight, not much to say, it just looks like black Power Net, and then some sheer cup lining as well in black, or Midnight, excuse me. So the fun part of these little spotlights is always for me showing what I've done with it. So the bra that I've sewn up using this kit is the Grace bra from Annie and Myra. So this pattern came out, I want to say in July. It came out during the Great Bra Sewing Bee, and Jeannie, who designed this pattern, is absolutely a lovely person to work with. I was a little hesitant to try this pattern just because I didn't think it was particularly well suited for my size and shape. Jeannie says that this pattern is made for people who are heavier on the bottom and sort of shallow on the top. And while I definitely qualify for shallow on the top, I wouldn't say I'm also shallow on the bottom. However, the pattern is really well drafted and written. She's actually given you the option of multiple different wire sizes to use in the Grace pattern. So in my instance, I chose my size, I think it was a 36 or 34C, I believe. It was either 34 or 36C, and then she had the option of choosing several different wires for it, so I could pick the size 40 wire that I wanted, even though that size doesn't typically come with a 40 wire. And that ability to choose, I think she has like two above and two below where the standard wire size is, very similar to Jennifer Lynn Fairbanks porcelain patterns. So I think that ability to have that wide range of wires really helps to get a good fit. So I made this one right out of the envelope using the wire size, my 40 wire, and the size that the pattern recommended for me. I did hold the cups up to myself, and I decided that they were a little bit too much projection for me, but it's really easy. It's just like a princess seam that comes down here, and so all I had to do is shave off some of that curve on the inner cup and the outer cup, make them a little bit straighter. I mean, like not straight, but a little bit more straight than they were. And that got rid of some of the fullness down here for me, and the fit was great. So like I said, I just held the cup up to me. I sewed this seam and then held the cup up to me to decide that I needed to take some of that projection out. So first time making this pattern, and I think it's great. It definitely is a little bit more fuller coverage than a lot of the bras that I share on my channel, but she wanted a bra that was more age appropriate for her. I certainly don't have a problem with it. It might show under some of my clothing just because I tend to wear things that are cut a little bit lower, but I really quite like it. And I think she mentioned to me she might be working on like a balconette hack for it. So that's something to keep in mind too if you think this is too full coverage for you. So this is the Grace bra, which I thought was really fun. In terms of working with the bamboo knit on this bra, I cut out my pattern pieces in the knit as well as my sheer cup lining, my non-stretch sheer cup lining, and then I went around all of the knit pieces and cut off maybe like 1/8 of an inch around all the sides of them. That way my knit pieces are smaller, and then I sort of like stretched them out to meet my tricot. That way you're not going to get some bagging. For the most part, it worked. The only section I would say up along the neckline here, I wasn't as successful at doing that. I think I trimmed the neckline flush with itself before I put on the fold over elastic, and I think that's what tripped me up. But for the most part, it worked really well, and when it's on and worn and taut, I don't see a whole lot of bagging or anything like that. It looks nice and smooth across the body. I did add the bow to this myself. It does not come in the kit. I just thought that these were such a cheerful, happy little Santa Claus that it needed a bow. So that is the bra I've made with it. And then I also went ahead and made some underwear as well. And this is using the Watson brief pattern. So it's part of the Cloth Habit Watson bra. This pattern, the briefs come included in the Watson bra, and it's sort of like my favorite style of underpant. It's the one I kind of go back to the most often, and that's just this like classic mid-rise bikini. So I've just done this straight in bamboo fabric, knowing that this bamboo has a lot of stretch to it. I did size down, so I cut out a size smaller than I normally would, just because this bamboo has a lot of stretching and it'll sort of ease out throughout the day. I have sewn other underwear with bamboo knit, and I've lined it or interlined it with some micro mesh just to give it a little bit more structure and stability. So that's always an option as well. But I kind of just wanted a nice, easy breezy light pair. And for this one, I've of course finished the edges along the leg and waistline with the Midnight fold over elastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Santa Claus bamboo knit print kit, and if it's still available, I'll be sure to link it down in the description box below. I know these bamboo knits sell out really fast, so that, if you're interested in it, I would say make the move now, don't wait on it. So I hope everyone has enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Take care.